man, oh man, oh man. I've been waiting to make a video like this for a while. So let's begin with the video. Good evening, everyone. I hope everybody is doing well on this Tuesday evening. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I would talk about this, and what I'm gonna say is this. This will be kind of an important video to make because I want to bring attention to this topic, and many people don't really talk about this topic at all, to be honest. And I thought I would bring attention, light to this topic because this is something that is very important to me. So, without further ado, let's get on with the video. So, if you couldn't tell from the title of the video, then you are not missing out. Basically, what I'm gonna talk about is this whole stigma where many people in our society seem to have this thinking where gamers, what they think of gamers, what they perceive gamers do. And I'm kind of starting to get sick of people assuming what gamers do, essentially. And I'll tell you why in these next few lines. So, the first point I want to bring up to start off the video is one thing that that boggles my mind is that most non-gamers do not understand that gaming has become really popular. And what I mean by that is most people play games to have fun. Most people play games competitively. Most people make friends because of gaming. And it is mainly in a lot of people's interest. What non-gamers fail to understand is that the gaming industry, is growing and continues to evolve, and it will as life goes on, as life continues to go on in 2022, and more people will keep coming in and joining into the gaming community because that has expanded, that has evolved, most people like these certain types of games because most people like gaming because it is a community of people that come together. So that's why most non-gamers fail to understand that the industry is growing and it continues to evolve, and it will continue, and more people will come in and will join in to play video games because that's how most people are gonna be nowadays, because gaming is the most popular thing right now, and it's become the most popular thing ever since maybe the 5th or 4th generation. So another really good point I want to bring up is that most people think that video games are for kids. Honestly, that is not true, and I'll tell you why. Given this whole thing that video games are for kids, it is not true, because people who are over the age of maybe 10 play video games. There's people, even young adults, who play video games. Why do you think there's games like Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, Battlefield? I'll just name a few. Most gamers are like of the age of 10, which is maybe like about 11, 12-year olds, and mostly teenagers and young adults. So yeah, but yeah, there's a good majority of people who play video games, and you get my point. Gaming is for everybody. Gaming is for everybody. No matter what your age is, gaming is for everybody. It's not just for kids, like most people think it is. I'm so sick and tired of people thinking that it's just for kids, because it's not. It's for everybody. What? Even if you're like what, 40, 50 years old, I don't really care. Gaming is for everybody, no matter what the age is. Gaming is media, nothing else. So, the last point I want to bring up um is that this kind of pisses me off, and it does. Um this Let me think about this. So, is the stereotypes that most people think they are when they are thinking about gamers. So, the stereotypes that most people think that gamers are. So let me give you a few examples of what that could be. They're lazy, they're not sociable, they're wasting time. They do not Gaming does not make you money. It's just to name a few. And I say this, and what I have to say to this is just, why even bring these stereotypes up? Why? What benefit? What do you think these stereotypes mean? Nothing. They mean nothing. And what society portrays of gamers is just it's just it's just bull, you know? Like gamers are not lazy. They're sociable. They're not wasting time because they invest so much time into their passion, and it makes them money because they go to esports events. If you do not know what esports events is, it's kind of like an event where most people watch watch other people play video games. So that's what I mean by esports. But like I said, these stereotypes do not represent gamers, and I'll tell you why. Because they're not true. They really are not true. Given what my other points have said, it's not true at all. So if you think that these are true, do not believe them. It's just a slap in the face, because honestly, this is what I've come across, and I feel so bad for gamers that have to go through this. It's just gamers, like people who game, have to go through this every day, and it makes me kind of like feel bad for them, because they feel like they cannot express themselves through gaming, and they think of what people might say to them, which is just, why? Like, they're just gaming that they're not really hurting anybody. You're just making them feel bad because they play games. It's just wrong, you know? I get there's like cases of gaming addiction, but you you gotta realize that most gamers are not like that. Most gamers are not like that, myself included. And I just make videos on video games. I do. And it's just like that. I've done that. So please stop this now, because honestly, it really just hurts the gaming community as a whole.